thank you all for being here today. I thank all of you. One thing I want to remind all of us is that we are Americans. Everybody trying to do the best they can to protect our people. When we look at what happened in Benghazi, there are a lot of lessons to be learned. The question is not only have we learned them, but then how do we address them? And, you know, quarterbacking, what is it called, Monday morning quarterback. I think when you look back on things a lot of times, you realize the things you could have done differently that probably would have made things better. But, you know, we cannot bring back the past, but I think we can make a difference right now. It's clear that our diplomats are in some very dangerous situations. I think we all agree on that. And so now we've got to figure out how we go about protecting them even better than we have in the past. And so that's why, Secretary Starr, I asked you about coming back to us and letting us know exactly, you know, what you're working on, those things that you still have to do, and reporting back. It is so important because when all the dust settles, the question is what do we accomplish? You know, I've been here 17 years, and I've seen a lot of arguments back and forth. But I think we must concentrate on being effective and efficient and getting something done. The arguments that have been made and the frustration that you hear from both sides, trying to figure out what happened. And I believe that everybody is acting in an honorable way with great intentions. But I want you all to understand we're just trying to figure out what happened so that we make sure if there were things that went wrong or could have done better, that it does not happen again. That's what it's all about. So, Mr. Chairman, again, I want to thank you for this hearing. And I want to ask you to do something for me. I want to bring Mr. Starr back in either December or January. He's already told us that in 45 days or less, he can tell us about what he's working on and give us some kind of timetable. But I want him to come back and tell us what has been achieved. And that's very, very important for me. And I'm sure for the whole committee. And, Mr. Chairman, if you will, I mean, that's your call. But I think it would be unfortunate if when all of this committee ends, that we have not addressed these recommendations and addressed them in a way that would please the families of the deceased. And that brings me back to them. 4 great Americans who lost their lives. And I think we all made a commitment in one way or another to them that we would do everything in our power to find out what happened, and at the same time to make sure we did the best we could to protect our folks overseas, to tighten up security if that's appropriate, and it is,